beautiful Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. And off we go from Soldier Field. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watched last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in that end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, we're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Pass right side to the tight end command. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
41-yard line.
Give up the middle with Swift. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that ball. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Another run here. Another run by Swift. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Alontae Taylor is there for the start. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And he's going to have the Bears 1st down as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 12.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Ryan Brzee in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, it's a little bit different now.
They'll pick up 7. Nice job defensively, though, to make sure it's not more. And it sets up 4th down.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
A 26-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
I don't think there's any way around it, Mike. I mean, this has been a disastrous start for this season. I know their expectations were clearly higher than how things have played out. At this point in the season, you just need to get a win. However it comes, whatever it looks like, you've got to change the energy in that building, because the only way to learn how to win in the NFL is to win.
Brought in by Chris Olave. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
And the Saints 1st down.
A run up the middle with Miller. And He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
He's going to air this out for Davis. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Going on first down, it's Williams. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They will run it over center with Swift. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Chicago.
At the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. And he's into the end zone. Luther Burden. Touchdown Bears. His 4th TD grab of the season.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. You want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and running back Kendre Miller getting set to take over. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's second best among NFL running backs at this point in the year.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Willis. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
You can sense this defense. They're really starting to come alive. Last time out, they forced the turnover. Now they got their first sack of the day. These big plays start to steamroll, and you can just feel their confidence continue to build.
They'll go on the ground with Devin Neal. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Montez Sweat. He gets in to record his second sack here in the first quarter.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On fourth down, Saints' new punter for this season, Ty Kroger, set to kick it. Back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That is hard. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. And even 50 yards.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the give, here's Swift. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down.
18-yard line.
They'll go again with Swift. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the full.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
This one on the 4. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Williams. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
A gain of 3 yards.
So time to think about 4th and goal coming up. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession, here to start the 2nd quarter. Who wants it more here? 4th and goal from the 1. As we are ready to get back, and he barrels his way into the end zone. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Willis now to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit. Like, there was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go. And He had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
There you see Ben Johnson, the head man in Chicago, as his Bears get set to take over once more. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up, and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Saints offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways in the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. To throw, here's Willis. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
1st down, New Orleans.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. T.J. Edwards. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. When the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing, Willis. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard
The thing
line.
that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
46-yard line. It's a game set.
They'll go play action here with Williams. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. 3rd down coming up.
On the coverage.
Throwing again, Williams.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here's Tory Taylor now. He's on for the 2nd time. They're trying to get something inside the 10. And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. The Saints offense ready to get back to work. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Flush to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set down.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. So 31 yards on this play. A 2nd big one in a row, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. C.J. Gardner-Johnson from the back makes the play.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Once again, it's Miller. And a nice run. He's got a 1st down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run with Neal. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. And covered very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Lewis. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Brady Jarrett getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Willis to throw. Forced out left. And it will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play. So let's check out this call. Task now a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Now Willis. Moving left. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
This defense is going to have to come up with some answers at halftime because they cannot allow this quarterback to just continue to have his way with them on the ground using his legs. And that's exactly what's happened so far here in the first half. And they're going to have to get that fixed and fixed quickly.
That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Miller. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they shoved him backwards.
He was taken down behind
The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. To throw is Willis. That one too far over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete.
It's now third and goal.
Throwing here on third and goal. Got a man. It's caught for the touchdown. Devin Neal. Touchdown Saints. It's his second touchdown of the year.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Saints are back in this one. It's 17-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bears.
Here's Williams on first and 10. That's for the big rookie out of Michigan, Holston Loveland. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Holston Loveland. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams.
Brings up second and
Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
brings up third down and 2.
Williams to the air once more. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind. And while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go.
Santos kicking ball for Chicago.
A return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Montez Sweat. He gets it yet again. That's now 3 sacks for him in this one.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
They'll run straight ahead with Miller. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run. Simple handoff. No gain.
He connects with Palmer on that one. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down? Now give to Miller running right. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Brady Jarrett getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Williams hit and loses the football. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Saints offense ready for this next possession. After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. 1st and goal. Here's Miller. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throwing is Willis. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing Willis. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down.
Rookie for the Saints field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Rupee's kick is good. And the Saints are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
The Saints offense ready to get back at it. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. The RPO, quick throw to Olave. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Willis now to throw. This one complete to Palmer. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Miller. And he's in! Kendra Miller. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He's got it. The Saints will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. And they'll manage to pick up about 4. Jonas Sanker is there to make the stop. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll put Loveland in motion. On 2nd down, it's Williams. That complete to Swift. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
McKinstry there defensively.
Here's Williams. That one complete to Moore. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Sure tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. The Saints offense and running back Kendre Miller getting set to take over. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. The drive begins with a carry for Neal. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Neal. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Willis now to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. To throw, here's Willis. He's got his man, that's Olave. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Willis. A pass dropped by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Come to the line now on second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
Out of the gun, they're going to run with Neal. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. Throwing, Willis. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. They're called in at the 2.
Willis's pass complete.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Here's Williams on first and 10. Williams hit and he loses the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. The Fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Throwing on second down, Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. Was brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Ogunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Williams to throw on second down. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 4.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. Not much happening there, just a short gain. So, from 37, here's second and 8.
At the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Ogunze. Big play coming up. This is third down. Now Williams. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The Bears send out their punt team. We forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for a big run after the catch and generate chunk plays. And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
We'll try and run here with Miller. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
The Saints lining up in punt formation, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands needs to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
And the defense there to meet us. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down.
At the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up third.
Throwing is Williams. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. Here's Williams now to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
And the Bears first down.
On the ground, it's Swift. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. On third down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Tremaine Edmonds in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
Throwing Willis. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. The Saints will punt this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now, 2nd and 4. A run with Swift. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Bears first down.
They'll drop to throw. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down at after a gain of 7.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Here's Swift. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll put Loveland in motion. On 2nd down, it's Williams. He gets this one to Moore. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard is going to help the field goal kicker right now. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt. And it's going to lead this team to a victory.
And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Willis. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. Another try, 2nd and 10. Now Willis. That one downfield for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. Walk away with the victory.